to wrap up today's session, we are going to talk about the future of industrial automation. As I share with you and with the article that I asked you to read, it is really about where are we heading to, all right? As we know, things are moving, things are transiting. We have legacy machine, we have brownfield machine, we have oscillate machine, and so on. Where are we heading forward to? And here, I would like to point to you that OPC-UA, of course, before we have OPC-UA, we only have OPC, right? Open Platform Communication. Only recently, they added the UA, right? What does the UA stands for? United Architecture. As we talk about interoperability, we want machines from different brand, different vendor to be able to talk to one another. Just like us as human, all right? At least for us, we are in Singapore, we have different nations who have different native languages. And because languages are unique, all right, we may not be able to comprehend or understand other languages that we are unfamiliar with. Therefore, as we now know today, with English or English language, it is one of the most common language that most nations are using now, and we can communicate. In machines, right, this united architecture is somewhat like unifying that language. All right, it is really to bring about a change so that every machines can now get connected and exchange information. All right, and this is the holy grail of what OPC-UA is trying to do. It is to provide semantic interoperability as we talk about Industrial 4.0, right? The Industrial 4.0 revolution. It is to provide standards and also to have secure communication. All right, we don't want to make it so freely available for connectivity such that there would be or to create loopholes where it will jeopardize your network. All right, so security is also part of this OPC-UA that they're looking. Earlier, some of your inputs on protocol, all right, in terms of security. So within the OPC-UA, they have that in place also, right? Why do we want to have this united architecture? This is really for the industrial communication, for machine to machine, or even for enterprise. Enterprise as in the SAP level kind of high level software solution that oversees the shop floor operations. It is open interface standard, so everyone can fall back to the information provided from OPC-UA, and this foundation is independent of manufacturer and supplier. So it is formed by a couple of bodies together, and it is not specifically for any brand or any system supplier. So this is to make sure that there's fair usage and decision making in terms of what the standards should be and so on. Okay, before I forget, all right, just to highlight to you, for the OPC-UA, for the next few slides that I'm going through with you, what I need you to really capture would be this first page of information, all right, to understand that why we want OPC-UA and what is the benefit of it. The rest of it is really going into very detailed specifications, which I will not test you on, but if you are really keen to get into designing embedded system for industrial automation and so on, these are relevant information that you should pay attention to, right? For example, if you want to get the standard, you can actually click on this link and you can obtain those documentation from OPC Foundation. They have certain license, GPL 2.0 license that you can freely make use of from their website. And in terms of OPC-UA, the standard code is IEC 62541. So for those who, if you can remember this code, it will be great. Next time when you see this IEC 62541, you will be able to relate to as OPC-UA. All right, so this code, no need to memorize. I will not test you because I think this is just way too much. What I want to do here is to create the exposure so that you are aware that OPC-UA is the future of industrial communication. So there are various parts to the documentation, all right, which is a lot to digest. So after this module, during the holiday, you can take a look. So just like our OSI model, for OPC-UA, these are the different parts that they have created to share with you on how to implement OPC-UA, right? From the overview to security model, all right, the address that I've mentioned to you before, how to build up your information, right? Data access, alarms, condition, historical data, and so on. So it is very, very comprehensive, right? And because it's comprehensive, there's a lot to digest, and this is the bulk of it. And I'll leave it to you, all right? For those who are keen to know more about OPC-UA, you can look at this. All right, so more information on Open 62541. So there is another web page that you can refer to where they document down all the details on how to build, how to install, and so on. Okay, this part, I leave it to you to explore. Some other information, this information is more for the content of this lecture with regards to some of the industrial terms that is used in industrial automations. Field bus, I think whatever I've shared this morning can be quite dull. If you want something more appealing, all right, there's a YouTube video that you can follow up with. Otherwise, you can read up on Modbus 101 to know more about this particular protocol. Okay, with this, I think this marks the end. Just to summarize, I think I forgot the summary page. What I've shared with you is a quick recap on serial communication. So you must review your serial communication from Prof. Howard's side to appreciate what is RS-485 and Modbus. Okay, why are we talking about Modbus? It is a field bus communication for machines, right? In today's context of Industrial 4.0, we are looking at how to put machines together, and the future of all this communication networking will be OPC-UA, right? So this is a quick summary of what we have covered today. There are more waiting for you in the practical aspect of it, which is the lab sessions. And for that, all right, we'll KIV for a while.